Launched February 4th before it made national news. And guess what? It's still up there. After the sightings in Utah and Colorado, the balloon flew across the USA via the jet stream. Yesterday, it was over Spain. Today, Israel. Today, Israel. Today, Israel.
Shalom, everyone. If you're new to my station, I am the Hebrew Widow, the Hebrew Rose of Jericho, coming at you with some judgment news.
Question this evening, could this be another spy balloon in U.S. territory? And given what the U.S. has seen, the FBI is taking this very seriously.
To all of my sisters and my brothers out there of the STARSEED United, allies and friends, I send you all infinite love and light, and I receive yours. I missed you guys so much these last 2 weeks, but the Most High and Mother had me in the hermit mode. I had to be by myself, very little communication while I watched what was going on after the last video. You see, something that we did on the last video triggered something. I told you guys, we talk to the Most High, He hears us, and the universe reacts, right? And so I had created the first draft of our flag for STARSEED United, our little group. And in that video, we took dominion over all of the energy that Hashatan had harvested from us and others when we said the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag in our innocence. That was magic. That was Hashatan's magic. That's why they had us saying it in chorus. That's why they had us putting our right hand over our hearts. That's why they had us all doing it around the same time in the morning by the millions, state by state, every day, every morning that we went to school. And then we would say it at different events. Yeah, that was an energy harvesting. And so we know that we have dominion now. And so we took dominion over all of that energy that he harvested for over a half a century, I know. We took dominion over that energy. We reclaimed it. We asked the Most High to bless it and return it to our nation. Yeah, we took dominion over that energy. And it seemed like it was something so small, but it was huge. And so after we did that, we pledged our allegiance to our Messiah. Our Messiah is the King and the God of this earth. He is our King and our God. The Most High, YAHAWAH, is the creator of all things. You can't put him in a category. That's why I don't even like to call him God. He made gods. Him and Mother created gods, y'all. He's in a category to himself. And so we only praise and worship him ultimately. Pledge our allegiance to our big brother. Yeah. Father's the creator of all things. Mother bring it all forth. She make it happen. Just like she's making it happen with STARSEED United. Yeah. So now we have this spy balloon in the atmosphere. Once again, I'm telling you, Mother said that the Atlanteans was taking the frequency and vibration, the measurements on this planet. And this is the third time that it's happened. And each time, I don't call myself a prophet, but when Mother downloads things to me and it happens, I'm just giving a report on it. Yeah. So she told me that was the Atlanteans. Now, I had already discovered Atlantean technology all over the motherland. Akibulan. Yes. The motherland has the Atlantean technology appearing right now. And so I had already had receipts that the Atlanteans had technology. So when she told me that that's what these balloons were all about, I was bold enough to say it. And I know that it sounded very strange and sensational, but I had receipts that the Atlanteans do have technology over there. And the first time that the balloons passed over the United States, the first time that they flew over the United States, judgments began. And where did it begin? With the train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. Nothing is coincidental, you guys. We found out with that train derailment that there were many, many train derailments, even with some forever chemicals on board, that we just didn't know about. But what happened in East Palestine was a major, major event in the news because it was Palestine, okay? Because nothing is coincidental. And we have the war against the Palestinians over there in Palestine and Gaza. Yeah, so it began with East Palestine, Ohio, with that balloon. That was the first judgment. They had that great train derailment, and let me tell you about that judgment. A lot of them are stuck. They're in that judgment with all those chemicals, and they're stuck there. But anyway, let's move on. And so then, months later, another balloon appeared in Hawaii, and mother told me that when those measurements were just right, see, everything is pre-planned and programmed. And when they came back with that data of the frequency and vibration of the planet, that judgment was going to hit on a whole nother level. But I had no idea that we would be in a heat dome. We were in a heat dome, y'all. And the earth was boiling. And the Messiah burned damn near all of Canada up. And the whole Mediterranean coastline was on fire. And they were being judged. Yeah. We had all of that going on. I think the hunger stones, it was like droughts, and then it was floods, and it was so much going on the planet after that spy balloon in Hawaii. So we had all of that going on last summer. 23 unprecedented catastrophes hit this earth hard. The host of the Most High was very, very busy. Kwam Yasharala. And so the last judgment before this war started was the earthquake in Morocco. And that geographical location happens to be on the wing of the dragon, on the right wing of Uriel, where Behemoth and Leviathan have manifested. The sign of the war of good and evil. And so then October 7th happened. October 7th happened, and the host of the Most High immediately went on pause. All of the events that happened over the summer of 2023, those unprecedented catastrophes or judgments to hit this earth, they stopped throughout all of these months. They stopped because it was another test. It was another test with this war. So humanity has been tested throughout this war. It's a divide. It's a clear line between who is good and who is evil. It's clear. The truth is clear. And the lies are clear too to humanity through this war. And so the vibe of people, or the empathy of people, has been greatly increased. At least the majority. which is a good sign for humanity in these last days. So now the host of the Most High went on pause, and they have been reactivated, evidently, with this balloon again. Like I warned these generals, I said, you better warn them that when you see another one of those spy balloons, just know that the next level of judgment is coming. And that's exactly what we see happening.
The latest balloon scare posed no threat to national security. We were able to identify him by the balloon's radio call sign. He does not want to be named.
Of course, they would put one of us to get up there and tell a big fat lie. A big fat lie, okay? The proof is in the pudding, y'all, from the last two balloons and what's happening with this one. So when they get up here boldly and say something like this, you just know that they're lying. We used to believe this crap. I can't believe I used to believe them.
We were able to identify him by the balloon's radio call sign. He does not want to be named. The balloon was launched February 4th before it made national news. And guess what? It's still up there. After the sightings in Utah and Colorado, the balloon flew across the USA via the jet stream. Yesterday, it was over Spain. Today, Israel.
It traveled all the way to Israel. And my download that I stand 10 toes down on is that is the Atlantean taking the frequencies and vibrations of the planet, of the sectors. Now, what do you think they're going to pick up in Israel? Now, that liar said that, it was launched on February 4th. That's a lie, okay? How do he know that it was launched on February 4th? He does not know. Yeah, they spotted it on February 23rd. See how they're trying to throw people off. So these judgments are coming. So we have the natural disasters that already hit after the long pause from the great disasters of last summer. It was a pause. They're starting back up with this balloon in the atmosphere. Okay? So now, not only are there natural disasters happening, but something huge happened. Yes, whom they called Lord Jacob Rothschild died on the 26th. Yeah, now we took back that energy somewhere around the 15th of the month from the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm telling you. And their king died. Yes, he was the king of the Jews. We're not Jews, we're Judah. Okay, that's a nickname. Yeah, of them stealing our identity. They were not allowed to call themselves Judah, so they made up a name, Jews. Okay. He died. He has reigned over the synagogue of Satan for decades and decades and decades, and it was passed to him from his father and passed to his father from his father. Yeah, this bloodline that sits on the top of the pyramid, their king is dead. He was the king over the synagogue of Satan, which made him the king over everything that the colonizers run, all governments that is in cooperation with them, that their tentacles reach to, including our United States government, with AIPAC ruling what our Congress vote for. They're not voting for the people. They're voting for Mr. Rothschild, the king. Yeah, that they call Lord. That was their king, and their god is Satan. Hence the synagogue of Satan. And he died. And I would think that would be blasted all over the news. They waited a couple days before they even put it in the New York Times. When he died, it was only, I don't know what it is this morning, but from a couple days ago, it was only just a couple people talking about Jacob Rothschild's death. The man who ruled over the monetary system. The man who ruled over all of these wars since he took his throne. loaning money to both sides. Yeah, he was the ruler. He was the ruler in the White House. They vote the way that he wants them to vote. In the UN, we've seen it happen over and over again, where the synagogue of Satan, over there in Israel, they call themselves Israelis. That's another nickname. With this genocide happening in Gaza. And they listened and listened and listened. They saw all the images that we saw too. And then they just said, oh, it's plausible that it is a genocide, but they didn't stop them because Lord Rothschild said, whatever you say, do not say ceasefire. You can say anything else to appease the people, but do not say ceasefire, and they didn't. We see where Congress, the whole entire Congress, except for one white man, voted for a ceasefire. All of the rest of them voted against it. Even the ones that you would, that you would never think would vote that way, they voted that way. Because their king told them to keep it going. Their king. Okay, so. Yeah, I did a video about a month ago with the Rothschilds in their 2024 meeting, where they said that a new era is coming, a new rulership. So now their king is dead, and they try to keep it as quiet as they possibly could. Yeah, so this old wicked one right here is, he's probably already receiving his punishment. Yeah, he's been judged too. So the Most High took him out just days after that video, because I told y'all in that video where we took the energy back from us pledging the allegiance to the American flag of the United States of America. I told you that Hashatan's kingdom was already anemic because we had been taking back energy. We have been doing warfare. We have destroyed Hashatan's magic of words, energy, and illusion. And that was a big energy hit on his kingdom. So when we did that, a few days later, their king dies. You see, all praises to the Most High. Now, I know. I just read a comment. I went back to check a date on a video that I did, and I seen somebody commenting saying that, oh, I'm just delusional. Keep thinking that. I don't give a damn if you agree with this message or not. It's not for you. Most people can't even see what I'm showing. When I show the angels and technology and all of this stuff, you can't even see it. So I ain't worried about you calling me delusional. People call me crazy all my life. Who cares? Who cares if you think I'm race baiting because I'm saying that we are the tribe of Judah? Y'all keep on believing in white Jesus. You think I give a damn? Many are going to reject our Messiah when he shows up with his very black face. Yes, he's black. And I'm not kidding. Our Messiah megalith, shows him as being black. And when he shows up, many will reject him. You think I give a damn? See, they tricked y'all with white, blonde hair, blue-eyed Jesus. They tricked y'all with that shit. And now it's too much information for you not to know. Oh, so now they say, oh no, he looks like the Arabs. When clearly he came from the tribe of Judah. So y'all just keep on with your white Jesus and your white Jews. Yeah. Just like with Jonah, he despised the people in Nineveh because of their abuse. No doubt, same people colonizing that same serpent seed, devil children seed, cruelly ruling with violence, terror, and trickery. Jonah ran away from his assignment. And you all know the story. You know the story. He ended up going back preaching. This was Jonah's message, okay? Basically, I'm going to give you the spirit of what I could hear Jonah saying. Yeah. Jonah told those people, yeah, you have an impending judgment with that solar eclipse that you saw. You're right. All that fear you have shut up in your bones right now, it's real. And you are going to be destroyed. But I have to tell you this first. Because you do have a chance to repent. And if you don't, you will die. Okay, basically, you're going to be judged if you don't repent. And that means to turn away from, come with the humble and contrite heart, repent for your sins. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to, at this point, you will have to beg. And believe me, STARSEED United, don't worry about who to preach to right now, because there are people out there that are changing their minds, because it's almost our time now. It's almost our time where in this dimension, this petri dish of a matrix where we have a dome over us isolating us. And we have the Atlanteans with a super duper security system keeping their asses out of inner earth. And that's where the magic really is. We were isolated in this dome with Ashtan to destroy that virus. They will honor us as being the children of the Most High God of Israel, and they will know that He loves us. He loves us. Hebrew Israelites, you melanated ones. Yeah, and you could call that race baiting if you want to. I don't give a damn. You could call it superiority. That's exactly what it is. We are the children of the Most High Creator and the Mother, and this little petri dish of a matrix is the only place in the universe where this virus of rejection against us, you despise us, you call it racist. Yeah, y'all made that up. Y'all just hate us to the point when our Messiah, when he really shows himself, many of you are going to reject him because he's black. And all I can say about that is this is ooh goody goody. Goody goody. Embrace your white Jesus and see where that takes you. They tricked you. Yeah. And ain't nobody begging you to believe that the people of the book, the Hebrew Israelites, first that came through Adam's seed, and not everybody on this earth came from Adam and Eve either. Yeah, it's enough knowledge out there for you guys to know that by now. Plenty of videos on it. The Most High God of Israel and the Mother decided who they created a nation for their children, a bloodline for their children to come through. First is Adam. And then it was Noah and Shem, on down to Abraham and Sarah. Oh, and that's through Jacob came the 12 tribes of Israel. They chose the bloodline with their seed to come through, and other spirit children from that dimension to come through on their assignment in their human experience to conquer once and for all that virus of hatred towards us, that they look at us and despise us, and they do the most despicable things to us. Hate us. They don't even know we ain't did nothing to these damn people. You Ku Klux Klan and neo-Nazis and all of you racist right-wingers. Y'all let them label y'all all kind of shit. Yeah. You with all those labels. Yeah. You are going to be harshly judged. Yeah, because at this point, nobody's tricked. At this point, the whitewashing of Jesus, is not flying anymore. It's too much truth about Jesus and his melanation. Okay, so the white Jesus, you know, you want to embrace white Jesus, go ahead. It's no excuse for you any longer. And also, the Most High called these people out and called them. He said, I know these people. They call themselves Jews and are not, and they're liars. Big time liars. These are not my children. They're liars. I know their slander. I know the slander of anti-Semitism. I know all about all of their slander and how they used it in media, how they used it in music, how they used it with all their magical spells. I know their slander, their wicked words and laws. Yeah, I know all about their slander, but they're liars. They say they're Jews and they are not. They are the synagogue of Satan. Satan is their God, and Rothschild was their king. And their kingdom is crumbling swiftly. So you will not have any excuse because there's too much information out there. And Jonah, just like Jonah, he despised the people that abused his people. He was a Hebrew. And he despised the government officials over there in Nineveh and all of those abusive, violent, racist. He knew about all of their shenanigans over there in Nineveh. And he despised them. I despise all of you racists. I despise all of you who say you are Jews and you are not. And you do lie, and you have used the illusion that our Messiah has blonde hair and blue eyes. Yeah. Long straight hair, blonde hair, blue eyes. Now they kind of making the tones a little darker since the cat is out the bag and make him a little tannish. Well, he is black. Yeah. So the psychology in them whitewashing Jesus was very, very welcoming to the races because Jesus looked like them. And then we have the white Jews that look like white Jesus too. Probably was the same people who crucified white Jesus in the Bible. Yeah, the ones that say they are Jews and are not. It's like in the days of old with Jonah. Yeah, y'all were abusing in the same way. What's happening over there in Palestine? What's happening over there? You have done it to us and still doing it to us. You know, Netanyahu even announced that he want to go over into Africa next. Same old thing over and over and over and over again. It's just happening over there in that geographical location because nothing is coincidental. That it's over there in the land that they call Israel, and where the people that call themselves Jews and are not, those white Jews over there, in that geographical place that was named Israel, and the other geographical place that's called Palestine, where they are showing their asses. They could not possibly be the children of my mother and father. They can only be the children of Satan. Yeah. The serpent seed. Yeah. Well, going way back to Genesis, these people always existed, y'all. They just happen to be riding on our identity and have been riding on our identity for centuries. We know that. And the Most High identified them clearly in Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. That's what he said about them. Oh, it's hate speech. Well, you're going to have to accuse the Most High God of Israel because he called them out for who they are. Their God is Satan. Yeah. And Rothschild and the 13 families, that's their government. And the Most High just took out their king. Okay? So now you can embrace white Jesus, white Jews if you want to, but if you continue with that hatred, you are going to be destroyed. You are going to be destroyed in these judgments to come. First of all, because you are going to reject the Messiah because of his melanin. Okay, so the Most High's magic. Now we know on August 21st, 2017, when our DNA was activated in the world, the Most High casted a spell upon this earth. He activated our DNA and woke up the world to the truth. On that day, 33 days later, our nation was reborn in the stars with the September 23rd, 2017 sign, that Revelation 12 sign. That was the Most High's magic in the stars. Yeah. Now, I want you guys to think about this. They cannot calculate the odds of, in that eclipse, cities named Salem. 7 of them named Salem at different times when these cities were established and they were named. This was at different times in history that the Most High God of Israel had them angels to go and speak to somebody and said the city should be called Salem. And everybody agreed upon it at different times in history. And then the solar eclipse go through 7 of them. That was a miracle, okay? So now we found out that this solar eclipse that's coming in on April 8th is going through 8 Ninevehs. And that's why I'm talking about Jonah right now in the message of Jonah. And why he didn't want to preach to y'all racists out there and y'all synagogue of Satan. Because we have suffered because of you. So if you don't repent, hey, it's of no consequences to our kingdom. We will rule. And the only people that's going to be left is high vibrational people. All of you low vibers and you soulless one, you serpent seeds, you liars and slanderers, you murderers. All of you are going to be judged. You don't even have the ability to repent because you are reprobate. There is no good left within you. However, there are those that already had a level of empathy that the Most High blessed. And that was what the first solar eclipse was all about. Activating our DNA STARSEED 144,000 and waking up the world to the truth. And the truth coupled with empathy has been very, very powerful. So now let's look at this map, because what the Most High did here is awesome. So it's already been established is going through 8 Ninevehs. Okay. Now the last one it passed through 7 Salems. Look at this. So we had another solar eclipse that happened back in October where it entered in the same place. It entered in on the Salem. Both of them. Salem, Oregon. Just like the August 21st, 2017 eclipse, look at how many Salems that the path of totality will cross. So we have the intersection here with a high concentration of cities called Salems on both paths. So we have all of these Salems that both of the eclipses, actually all 3 of them, pass some kind of Salems. We have a high concentration in the middle. And then on the April 8th solar eclipse is also going to pass through 8 Ninevehs. And these are undeniable signs. These are magical signs because there is no odds for this. This was all planned out, mapped out by the Most High God of Israel. Yeah, he had a contract with the stars, the planets, the moon, the earth, the sun, for these paths to go through specifically certain cities that he had named. either Nineveh and a whole lot of Salems. It's all about the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. So hey, that's the message to Nineveh. Y'all have colonized this earth, and those of you say, oh, I didn't participate and I shouldn't have to pay for what my great grandfather did. Yeah, no, you're gonna pay too, because you've been riding on our blessings with indifference. Yeah, somebody's been riding on my blessing. I told y'all I should be a billionaire, because my great grandfather had hundreds of acres of land that was rich with oil during the oil boom, and they took it away and they burned him up in the house, and they stole the land and for their posterity. So some little rich white girl enjoyed my blessing. Yeah. She's sitting with indifference right now while I'm living below the poverty line after working all those years and decades and stuff. Surviving in this matrix, always worried about losing stuff, and she been sitting up like a billionaire, and you don't think the Most High is going to balance the scales? He's going to balance all of it. And though the Atlantean, he's standing with the truth. It's all about the children of the Most High God of Israel and those in Nineveh. Yeah. And so now the truth is out there. Now the Most High did some magical spells. I'm telling you. So first, the host of the Most High was activated. He took out Rothschild. Okay, the king of the Jews. He took him out. And then the Most High blessed. I told y'all he had already did the spell over humanity, blessing. If people had just molecules, a little measure of empathy, the Most High blessed everybody's empathy with this war. That's why these balloons are so important, because that's people's vibration. Their level of empathy has everything to do with your vibration. And the Most High blessed humanity's empathy. He did that. And so it to the point where we had one of our allies. That's why I bless our allies and friends. Yeah, it's not all about Hebrew Israelites. Y'all gotta expand your mind beyond that. You have to expand your mind now. The Most High is going to judge every man. Yeah, he's going to judge him. And everybody that had the virus of despising us, that didn't get the cure by repenting, they are all going to be taken out. Okay, because the virus is going to be totally taken off of this planet, because it's the only corner in the universe where the children of the Most High God of Israel, yeah, and mothers, their children are not honored. I told you, they hate us. Yeah, so all of those people are going to be taken out. And the ones that have empathy, they are going to have a change of mind, because it's a truth spell on the planet too. But that empathy, coupled with the truth, is going to bring people into knowing who we are, And so that's who we will be dealing with. And there's those that may not be our friends right now. They might not know, but the Most High is He is going to do it in such a magical way where everybody will know that we're His children, and they're going to know that He loves us. So when the world knows that the Most High loves us, that means that He is going to bless our socks off, y'all. He is about to bless us in such a magical way. You have no idea. He's going to bless us, and the world is going to know that He loves us. Now, the Most High did a magical spell on empathy, and we had one of our friends, one of our allies. He was an airman, and he was in cybersecurity. Yeah, and he was surveilling people. Aaron Bushnell. Now, if you are a Hebrew Israelite that just hate all white people, this message ain't for you. You ain't going to even resonate with it. Yeah, you need to go work on yourself. He was white, And he was 25 years old, and he was a friend and an ally, and he knew who we were, and he mentioned us when he was marching up to that spot where he self-immolated. He mentioned slavery, he mentioned Jim Crow, and he mentioned apartheid. Who was he talking about? He was talking about us, melanated ones, the Hebrew Israelites, when he mentioned slavery, apartheid, and Jim Crow. He was a friend and an ally, and he had a lot of empathy already, because people with empathy, if you have a lot of empathy, you don't see people suffer and not try to help. I don't care what little you got, you will share it. And he went out taking people, homeless people, blankets and food and hygiene items himself out of his own pocket. So he had empathy. He was an airman, and he had top clearance. And on one outlet, they said that he was a civilian cyber intelligence officer. And he might have been that too. So he had top clearance. So that meant that he spied. Okay? And the one with the civilian thing, we seen where the ADL and Jonathan Greenblatt and Kamala Harris's husband, old Dougie Emhoff, went to the White House with the 13 families asking for more spying. So there's many in the ranks like Aaron Bushnell, and they don't know who they are. So you spies out there listening in, they don't know who you are. They didn't know who Aaron Bushnell was. He's one of many. One of many. Not to say that now he had a specific thing that he did that he was committed to. And it seemed like he was divinely helped with those flames licking his body and him not taking off running or trying to roll on the ground and put the flames out. And he yelled free Palestine until he couldn't yell it anymore. Yeah, it seemed like he was actually helped with that, divinely helped with it. Yeah, that's what I saw anyway. That's my opinion on it. Yeah, so he made his point in that way. Your assignment is to be exactly where you are. And one day you will be able to tell the truth and you will be heard without self-immolation. That won't be necessary. And even though he pledged his allegiance to the United States of America and made vows, in his spying, somehow he was led to many truths that drove him to this action. Aaron Bushnell, it seems that some kind of way in his spying, whether it was civilian surveillance or surveillance of what they were doing over there in Israel, yeah, he came across a lot of truth. And that, coupled with his empathy, drove him. Yeah. So, yeah, for that, he actually, what he did is going to help to save a lot of people because, I mean, their empathy was blessed. Even my empathy was blessed through his actions. Yeah. So, I hope that this is the only self-immolation necessary. Yeah, because he had empathy. He was a good guy. And he'll be welcomed in, and everybody that changed their mind, they'll be welcomed in too. You'll be welcomed into the kingdom. You will be saved from the judgments. The Most High will have mercy on you because of that empathy inside of you. Yeah, and so you are a friend and an ally. And so these people that have the level of empathy in them and they know the truth now and they're from the other nations, like Aaron Bushnell, Yeah, these are the kind of people that will be welcomed. You know, they won't be able to go to places that we go. They'll be spared from judgment, and they will live a very happy life. They're going to be high vibing too. Yeah. So you do know Judah. Judah will be reigning with the Messiah and the kings of this earth. Yeah. We'll be ruling. We'll be judging. We'll be ruling. Yeah. Over a very high vibrational population on the planet. Okay. And so these people, we have to look at our level of empathy. When I saw this video, my empathy was blessed. And I was like, wow, what a sacrifice. Oh my goodness. How is he just standing there? And then when I heard him mention slavery, Jim Crow, and apartheid, I knew that he was in the knowledge of who we are. And he was a friend and he was an ally. And may the Most High bless his spirit to find that beautiful world that will give him peace and happiness in the afterlife. May he find that place, because it's all kind of worlds, y'all. Yeah, it's a lot of different heavens for different people. And so he's going to find his. He's recognized for what he did. Yeah. So there'll be a lot of friends and allies, you guys. Now, as we approach April 8th, that solar eclipse where X marks the spot. I don't know if it's going to happen before then or after then, but we will be getting a visitation and we will be gathered. I already showed you the transportation. I showed you the fleet of the Most High. He has a fleet of UFOs. There are inner earth bullet trains that go 3,000 miles an hour. Dolores Cannon talks about them. Yeah, and all the Atlantean technology. Yeah, so what's going to happen is before, now this particular war, it seems as though it's coming to an end, but this is not going to be the last one. When our energy is taken out of here, when we are gathered, yeah, our energy will be taken off out of this dimension, out of this petri dish. And the wars will continue. And those of the low vibration, they just going to start destroying each other up. The 2/3 is going to be involved. Those Hebrew Israelites that didn't learn what they needed to learn in this incarnation. Yeah, they will be taken to another dimension until they learn, you know. Nevertheless, what's going to happen when we are taken out of here, that's going to be a big wake-up call for the world of who we are. And when we're taken out of here, you know, it's going to be 144,000 and then a number that no man can number. And it's going to be 1/3 of Hebrew Israelites from the 12 tribes of Jacob across the board that will be taken out of here very quickly. Very well coordinated departure we're going to have. And so when people realize that we have left, that's going to be a big wake-up call to everything that I'm saying right now. Okay? They're going to be like, what? Only black people left? Only black people? Or the majority was black people? The large majority was black people that was raptured? Because that's what they call it, a rapture. That's not in the Bible. The gathering is the promise. And that was to Abraham and his descendants. Yeah. So when that happens, it's going to be a big wake-up call to what I'm saying right now. Yeah, and some of you spies or racists watching in, you'll be going back to this video. And then you will understand. Yeah. And, you know, some of you, you know, after we are taken out of here, our energy, once our energy is gone and you realize what happened, yeah, I advise you to keep your vibration as high as you possibly can, because that's the only way people are going to survive what's coming after our energy is taken away. Yeah, this earth is going to go through a cleansing, and all low vibers, I'm telling you, all the narcissists will be gone off this planet when everything is said and done. And STARSEED United, and I pray that our allies and friends be rescued and taken to a place of safety while these things are going on. But we, STARSEED, we will be going into inner earth to be re-educated. Yeah, that's what's going to happen with us very, very shortly. So now I'm going to come back with some more judgment news very soon, because it's a lot more that showed up with this spy balloon. Yeah, I just don't want to make this video too long. And you guys, please forgive me if I haven't answered your emails yet. I'm telling you, I've been on total hermit mode. I haven't checked anything. I will in the next couple days. I will be getting back to you. Yeah, so please forgive me for that. Yeah. And that's what I have for you today. If you resonate with this message, and you see some truth in it, you might want to do some catching up. Yeah, because we have receipts for everything that I'm saying is receipts for it on past videos. Okay, you guys, all praises to the Most High, that things are coming to an end. Our redemption draweth nigh. May goodness and mercy follow all of you. May all of our allies and friends be blessed through these judgments. Abracadabra. All praises to the Most High Father, the creator of all things, and the master of the day of judgment. And we give all adoration to our Holy Mother that has guided us through this mission. And we pledge our allegiance to our big brother Messiah. Okay, you guys, that's what I have for you today. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share all of this good news. Doesn't it feel good to fight back? STARSEED United forever. STARSEED for life. Yes. Hallelujah. Thank you so much for your kind support of this station. Yes, all your gifts of love, may the Most High bless you 100-fold for whatever your heart's desire. Abracadabra. Okay, until the next judgment news, your big sister, the Hebrew widow, the Hebrew rose, Jericho out. Shalom.